This nigga is you.
He is at a crossroad moment in life.
I'm not a heroin addict. If this was like a movie, would I be a superhero or a villain? Choose one. Anti-villain. A dumbass. A cripple. A civilian. A scammer. I want some JCS. Is there one in specific you want me to watch? The Legend of Jeff. We gonna get through all of them. Chat, we're gonna get through all of them eventually, all right? We're gonna get through all of them. Let's see what this Jeff shit is, though. What is the Legend of Jeff? I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for police if I was ever like in a situation where I needed to be handcuffed, cause nigga like me just breaking the motherfucker.
Am I under arrest?
For now.
I'm under arrest?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but before I explain myself to you,
okay.
Before we talk to each other, I need to read your rights, okay?
What am I under arrest for?
Well, like I said, I need to read your rights first. Obviously, the charge is robbery, okay? Yeah,
Are you robbing,
I'm
motherfucker?
under arrest for robbery?
You are, but let me read your rights real quick. Okay?
You robbing,
I'll
nigga?
explain it all to you. Is that okay?
Alright, talk to me.
Alright, Jeff. What your rights are.
Okay.
Read the rights to remain silent.
Yeah.
Anything you say can will be used against you in
Court of law.
Does that make sense?
This down the third. Yeah, we know
You've probably
those.
heard these before, haven't you? Does that make sense? Do you understand your rights?
This nigga's not.
Do you understand your rights, Jeff? Yes or no? You understand? Do you understand what I read you?
Bro, they had to fast forward it.
Did you comprehend what I read you?
Me doing those? Alright, my fault. What's up with this nigga, chat?
Jeff, I'm just here to talk to you and
this nigga
figure out
troll.
what happened and move you on out of here, at least some of it. So do you understand the rights I read to you?
What happens if you don't say yes to that? Like let's say you honestly do not understand the rights. Now what? No, I don't understand. Then what happens? They repeat? Okay, they can keep repeating.
If you got something that says you didn't do this robbery, this is your chance to talk to us.
Jail.
Okay, good cop.
No, usually I'm the prick.
You look like the prick.
Badass.
This is Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff is a heroin addict and has been for the last 14 years. He is 6'5", weighs 153 pounds.
6'5", 153. This nigga on Janix timing.
And has now found himself in the unfortunate circumstance of being charged with armed robbery. This is in the state of Georgia, so if found guilty, they will render him the minimum term of 10 years without parole, up to the maximum term of life in prison. Jeff has been through the system multiple times over, and he will know that if indeed found guilty, his sentence will be considerably longer than the minimum 10 years due to his previous convictions.
Okay.
Jeff, do you understand your rights? Yes or no? I'm not asking if you want to talk to me at this point. I just want to know, do you understand?
He looks skinny, but he doesn't
So
look.
am I under arrest?
6'5", 150 skinny.
Getting back to the cell. I don't talk to you motherfuckers.
Okay. Fair enough.
Was his ass about to show?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a nigga like him go spill the coke all over the place.
Jeff has become somewhat of a cult figure in the domain of interrogation footage. His recognition seems to have grown through his own popularity, as opposed to the notoriety of his crimes, like most others. Conveying the exact reasoning behind this can be tricky, as the interest in
Nigga said Lakers need him low-key.
this character will no doubt vary by the individual. Yet we found the most collective reason can be explained through a single pop culture reference: the anti-hero. While the concept is timeless, the actual term was created through the realm of modern cinema. There's a diverse number of characters passing through the decades.
That's what the fuck y'all niggas called me in my superhero post. I said, would I be a villain or a superhero? You niggas said anti-villain. I did not give that option. I said villain or superhero. Now pick one. If I was a superhero, would I be if this was like a movie, would I be a superhero or a villain? Choose one. Anti-villain. I did not give you that option. A dumbass, a cripple, a civilian, a scammer, anti-hero, Side character to the villain, side character to the villain's side. Okay.
Yet perhaps the most textbook example could be the protagonist from the 2003 feature Bad Santa, a middle-aged man simply known as Willie. This is a character that lies, cheats, steals, swears at children, drinks an inconceivable amount of alcohol, and is generally extremely unpleasant to every single person he comes across.
Okay.
Look who's here, Jimmy. It's Santa.
That's fucking great.
Let's tell him about Christmas.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
That's fucking
On
disgusting.
paper, this is an extremely unlikable individual.
That's fucking
Yet
disgusting.
for some reason, we root for him while following his story. Anti-heroes are flawed, as are we. Their moral complexity mirrors our own.
Why are you saying Josh? I don't understand. Why are you saying Josh? Why are you saying Josh? What do you mean Josh and TK? Why are you saying that's me? What's me? What about it is me? You yell at children. You're always mad. No, I'm not always mad. I wouldn't say I'm always mad. I'm always annoyed. Not always mad.
And just like us, they are learning and growing as they
Look at
move
TK in the
along the
back.
path of life. Their mistakes make us think of our mistakes. And perhaps the reason we root for their redemption is the reflection of ourselves rooting for our own. So you might be curious about the contrast between the anti-hero and the villain. One we embrace and relate to, while the other we despise and detach from. Both are driven by...
So is Thanos an anti-hero or a villain? Cause I don't despise Thanos. I fuck with that nigga. Shout out that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just like villains in fucking superhero movies. In real life, he'd probably be fucking villain like shit, right? But in movies like that, he's so fire. I just love villains and just shows in general.
selfish motivations, yet our emotional response differs between them. The reason for this,
I mean,
while
one of the
not
good guys to lose
necessarily
like shit.
obvious, is a relatively simple formula. The anti-hero must have a glimmer of humanity alongside a
Psycho?
noticeable
How's that
vulnerability.
psycho?
This is what allows the viewer to truly connect
How's that
with the
psychotic
character.
in any way?
It allows us to forgive them when they are unethical, but admire them when they are noble. It allows them to be angry, cowardly, and greedy, but also cheerful, brave, and empathetic.
Who the fuck is Thurman? Is that you? Is your name Thurman?
Yeah,
Thurman Merman.
Thurman Merman?
yeah.
Los Polos.
Jesus.
With relation to Jeff, while many of us can't relate to the feeling of being addicted to heroin for well over a decade, we can certainly understand the feeling of sadness. While we may not be able to put ourselves directly in the shoes of an addict, we can somewhat relate to the adversity that comes with it, not to mention the incredible magnitude of the situation he is going through in this
I'm
video.
not no
How he
anti-hero.
responds to this very moment is quite literally the precursor to his entire
This nigga
future.
is
He is
you.
at a crossroad moment in
I'm
life,
not a heroin
where on
addict.
one side is the possibility of hope, and on the other side is the outright guarantee of despair. The long-term path he goes down will be the consequences of the short-term choices he makes, all of which have to be judged and decided on while going through the early stages of heroin withdrawal.
I need methadone.
You need methadone?
Yeah, you guys can get me that methadone or what?
I don't have any. Do you have medication for it, or I mean, a prescription for it? Or?
No.
What do you need methadone for?
I'm
Methadone.
a fucking junkie, and you guys, I can't get no methadone. I'm gonna go through withdrawal here in a minute.
Where do you usually get your methadone from?
I don't get it. I get heroin.
How long you been using heroin?
Long time, buddy. What are you trying to talk to me about here?
Talk to you about what happened last night. Look, here's the deal. Either you're in a bad set of circumstances, or you went and committed an armed robbery last night.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm in a shitty, wrong place at the wrong time, obviously. I didn't commit no fucking armed robbery.
All right, then let's talk about this. Let's
I
not
don't have
keep
nothing.
up
I
the
don't talk
act.
to the police, man.
I think it's in your best interest to.
How?
Man.
I don't talk to
you're
the
sitting
police.
Here, okay.
I've been through the system, buddy. I know how
I know
it
you
works.
have. I know you have,
You're
Jeff.
not my friend.
I'm not your friend.
You're trying to fucking get me. Or you're
No, I'm
trying
not trying to get
all
you.
you're trying to get is some fucking stupid ass fucking confession, and you're not gonna get one.
Jeff, I'm not going to get a confession out of you for nothing.
Exactly, because I
And
didn't
I'm
do
not
nothing.
trying to get a confession out of you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you,
Ooh.
I didn't commit no armed robbery.
Jeff on
And y'all
time.
ain't got no fucking evidence saying I did. Let me go. All you did is find me sitting in my buddy's house.
That's like my biggest nightmare, chat. Like just being accused for some shit I ain't do. Like that's just growing up. That was always like I hate when like, you know when you fucking in an argument with someone, they're accusing you of something, you get like hella animated. Like if someone who didn't do it wouldn't be this mad, someone who wouldn't did the crime, they wouldn't be. No, nigga. If I get accused for some shit I ain't do, I'm going. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying, nigga? Shut the fuck. There's been so many situations like that, just not like no jail shit, just like regular shit. I'm like, bro, what do you mean if I was telling the truth, I wouldn't be this fucking? Yes, I would be, nigga. You don't know me, nigga. I'd be going crazy, nigga. That's why they believed me. That's why in Among Us it was tough. They couldn't catch me in Among Us. They couldn't, cause I was the same no matter what. I was the same either way.
Cause my fucking buddy's dog's going ape shit. I go outside, there are cops everywhere. And they spotlight me. They say, come here. I say, what's up? They search me. They ain't find nothing. What's up?
Let me read this.
No.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to sign it.
You don't have to sign it. But let me read it for you. Okay?
I'm not signing nothing.
You don't have to sign it. Let me read it.
You already read it to me earlier.
I know we did, but I'm going to read it to you again.
Thanks for the coke.
You're welcome. Before we ask any questions, you might
Thanks for the coke.
And here we have our glimmer
Dr.
of
Pepper on
humanity.
top.
Jeff extends his gratitude in recognition of the small favor the detective has done for him. There is no return benefit for Jeff giving thanks to his adversary, meaning there is an element of selflessness and grace in the act. There may be considerable emphasis on the glimmer of humanity here, but
Dr.
all we
Pepper on
need is a
top. I
glimmer
don't
to
give a
know that
fuck.
it's at least in there.
Yeah, the right
Cap, Dr. Pepper is so. I don't like soda, but if I had to drink a dark soda, it's gonna be Dr. Pepper. Coke is just fucking Coke. It's fucking Coke is Dr. Pepper without the pizzazz to it. Coke is weak as shit. Unless if it's like some cherry flavored some shit in there, but other than that, nah. I don't even drink soda for real. But if I had to, and if I had to choose one, and it was a dark soda, I'm choosing Dr. Pepper.
Remain silent. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, a lawyer will
Dr.
be
Pepper,
provided
cool.
for you. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to the lawyer. Do you understand the rights I've explained to you?
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what happened last night. Plain and simple. Your side of the story.
Why don't we do a soda type tier list one of these days? Sprite? No, Sprite's on top. Sprite's fire.
I'm not talking to you. I'm a lawyer.
I don't drink. I've had
This is what I
Sprite
don't
once in
understand.
the last year.
I know, but this is what I don't
I just don't
understand.
drink
Jeff.
soda.
You were sitting there talking just like you were ready to sit here and tell me what happened last night, and then all of a sudden I read that to you and you screw it, I ain't talking to you. I want a lawyer. I don't understand that. What changed just in the...
Because I told you what, I already told you what happened.
Water's really on
How
top.
didn't I?
You didn't tell me what happened last night.
How didn't I just tell you what?
But now you handcuffed me.
Yo,
and
this
I
is a good
can't talk
job.
to you because you asked for an
I want a lawyer.
attorney. So, okay, that's fine. But I will tell you right now, you're still on a hold for a robbery.
I know. I don't know why I need a fucking lawyer because obviously I didn't do nothing. And obviously you guys know I didn't do nothing because I've been arrested for the same bullshit before and you guys don't interview me this much. So, wham bam, thank you for the coke, put me back in the cell.
5 hours? He was in for 5 hours? Or was he put in his cell then transferred back into this room? Obviously, they had to have put him in the cell then came back to this room, right? There's no way this nigga just sitting in here for 5 hours, was he?
All right. I know we did this twice, but I gotta do it again every time, okay? Before I ask you any questions, I gotta read your rights.
Transfer back? Alright, bet.
Okay. Go ahead and sign there.
Hell yeah, he was put in that cell because there's
I'm
no...
not signing nothing.
Like, pull his dick out?
You don't have to sign anything. You understand your rights, though, right? That's all I need is a verbal yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
When's this coke gonna be here? Is that just a fairy tale?
It's coming. He's getting there right now. He'll be here in about 2 minutes. He needs to walk to the soda machine. It tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the coke, dude.
I have enough
The nigga
evidence
coming off that coke.
What?
of the armed robbery, okay? But, you know, if you're saying you didn't do it, you need to give me your side of the story.
I didn't do it.
Okay, well, give me your side of the
I
story.
believe him.
You got, I mean, convince me. Because I got a lot of evidence. I got a lot of physical evidence.
Well, like what?
Well, I don't need to, why should I tell you that? I mean, you haven't been helpful to me at all.
You don't.
It's Ice Poseidon, nigga.
You got any evidence?
There's only a couple pieces of evidence I'm missing.
Name them.
What's that?
Name them.
Well, why do I need to do that? You haven't helped me out at all. You give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. We go back and forth. I give you one of my pieces of evidence, and I give me a little something.
No, anything I say here can and will be used against me.
Sure, but anything you say here, I can also tell your parole officer that you helped me out.
That doesn't mean dick. There's no way. I didn't do it. There's no way.
How drunk were you? Were you drunk?
No, I was pretty sober.
So you're in your right mind. You remember everything about the night, right? So you couldn't have done something not remembered. You couldn't have gone and robbed the place and not remembered.
Have y'all ever done some shit because y'all was not sober and like you don't remember? I've never got like, every time I got stupid drunk, I always remember everything that happened. Like I never like had like, I never forgot a night. I never like blacked out like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Yes, I've never had. I could have been the drunkest I've ever been in my life. A year later, I'm still gonna remember that whole day, that whole experience. I don't know how people fucking forget.
Fuck no.
Okay.
I remember
so
the
you
feeling, me
remember
walking around, I was
So I'm
all
willing to go to
that.
the prosecutor, I'm willing to go to the parole officer and say, this guy's a good guy, he helped me out. He didn't do anything. I know you don't want to go back to jail, right? Back to prison.
Well, fuck. It looks like I am if and you're gonna charge me with some bogus shit. You guys don't. I mean, what do you got really? That I was at a buddy's house and I happened to come outside because you guys were fucking swarming the area and they
Which door did you come out of?
I came out of the front door. You know what? I'm not saying myself, man. I'm done, man. Fuck this. The only reason I came up here is to get a fucking Coke.
Okay.
I think Jeff is 200 IQ enough to know not to fucking walk out the crib knowing police might be on his ass for a robbery. Just walk outside and a bunch of po-po on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He would have backdoored that motherfucker some shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're not getting out.
Oh no, I can't finish it.
So he innocent. Fuck.
Make it quick. I got things to do.
Butterfinger, you promise.
I didn't promise you that. I said we'd see what happens. All right.
He said, how about that Butterfinger?
At all. Why should I help you out? I got you a soda. That's good enough.
Jeff was released from custody just under 12 hours later. And that takes us to the final and perhaps the most important component of an anti-hero, the conclusion, which unfortunately in this particular case is unknown. The final outcome of this story will vary depending on the source.
Just
Some
kinda
with a
badass.
happy ending, others a cautionary tale. One legend has it that Jeff got clean soon after his release and now works in the corporate marketing team for Coca-Cola, while
What?
another states that he was picked up the day after for the same charge and is now facing down a 15-year sentence in Georgia State Prison.
What?
If we go by the Hollywood formula, an anti-hero's actions throughout the course of their life are so drastic and single-minded that they only ever lead to salvation or destruction, and their final decision is always dictated by what they have learned and how they have changed throughout the course of the story. The paradox here is that we don't even need the theme of imprisonment to mold the outcome of this particular story, as the theme of addiction is more than enough. Whether he goes to prison or not, Jeff will either manage to get clean and rebuild his life, or
He has a YouTube. Shut the fuck up.
won't. He is headed for salvation or destruction no matter what, and that single concept can perhaps define Jeff as an anti-hero. His outcome is a
He
mystery,
does?
but either way it goes, it most certainly conforms to the anti-hero's ending.
He's a Patreon.
Santa!
Yeah.
You're bringing
What's
that
Jeff's
present
YouTube?
early?
No.
But I never told you what I wanted.
I said I didn't bring it, dipshit.
Okay, good. I want a stuffed elephant.
Oh shit, first link right here.
Well, wish in one hand, shit in the other one. See which one fills up first.
Oh shit. Look at this little crackhead, bruh. Look at this little crackhead.
A face only a mother could love.
What's good, Jeff?
She also cooks me dinner. Look at that. Oh, can't see it. Yeah.
Oh, we see it, Jeff.
Yeah.
My boy. Yes, sir.
So I want to
Magnifique.
thank all my Patreons, and if you can, and if you're able and willing to support me on there, it would really help out a lot. What I'm trying to do lately is I'm trying to wrap everything up in a nice little package. I'm trying to sync all my accounts, find
Yeah.
all my accounts, sync them,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do something special. I'm going to start. I've been studying the. You know what it takes to become a successful YouTuber. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yes, sir.
And, you know, there's no set formula except for exactly the opposite of what I've been doing. you can't be sporadic. You can't
Nope.
upload
Gotta be
like 10
consistent.
in one day and then disappear a month and then do
Unless you're
one day for a week.
unless you're Corey X Kensher, you could upload once every 2 years.
And then, yeah, that's so sorry about that.
But we're not there
But I
yet,
just want
Jeff.
to thank everybody for their patience and awesomeness, understandingness, and I also want to thank the trolls for what they do. You know, I'm gonna pin you. Best one, let the best troll win. But all love over here, and I promise to give a good old college effort into my content for you guys.
Yes,
for
sir.
your guys' enjoyment. So
Yes, sir.
the next few videos besides this one that comes out, let me know how I do. But let me try this. Like, subscribe. Shit, see, I fucked it up already. Anyways, yeah, but the Legend of Jeff 33.
Dude, the shit just cuts off. Hey, I like these, Jeff. I like these. Hey, Plugs, I look, you want that, Plugs. Plugs, I want good ending. Good ending for our anti-hero. Good ending. Plugs, I want that. That was a W. Good ending. Good ending. My shoulder, bro. Fuck. Can't wait to watch more of these.
Said I'm on 3+ right now, if I'm being honest. Hope my feelings shoot out like a rocket. Niggas thought they had the swag, but I'm really on it. Look at you just window shopping that new bag I